Ed at Fiery Fit Forge. Today we're going to be hand hammering in the bevels on the Gladius. After doing a little cleanup and grinding in a guideline for the spring fuller on one side. Later on I'm actually going to build an adjustable fullering tool that won't operate quite the same way as this one, but that's what I'm going to be doing today. You want to try to keep things as straight as possible as you're going. Later on. Let's see. Get her lined up. Keep a little water down there on that end with the tang so that it doesn't get too hot for my gloves to handle. Even though they are fire structure gloves, they can still only take so much heat. What I'm doing here is I'm working the heat. Started at the tip and working the heat further and further back as I go along, and making sure that I keep the fuller running as straight as possible. Then I'll either grind or file out the finish on it, on the fuller, and grind out the finish on the bevels, and then it'll be ready to start fitting for the handle, and we'll see how she goes. Don't want to heat up too fast, too much at once. Like I said, you want to try to keep things as straight as possible. So that there's less work to do later on A little bit of a bow right here I'm going to have to heat up and get out. I don't know if you can see it. See right there? Right in here. So, let me go ahead and tend to that before I get too far down the line. Alright, see what we can do about just getting that little bit of bow out. You don't have to hit hard, just work it a little at a time. There we go. Easier to handle. Now before I go to harden this, I'll actually normalize it so that there'll be less chance of fractures when I harden and things like that, and it'll help make for a better quality blade in the end. Annealing, normalizing, hardening, and tempering. The difference is, normalizing, you cycle through 2 to 3 times, starting off just above critical, and then slightly below it, and let it air cool. And that helps normalize the size of the grains in the steel to where there's less stress inside it. Focus on moving forward with other videos, finishing up the Gladius. I've got the grapevine coming up. I'm going to be doing some plant hangers with upset corners, going into the wall mounts and things like that. I'll do a little repoussé work as well later on. But if you have any suggestions for content or things that you'd like to see or that you'd like to know about, feel free to message me. I'm hoping the channel will grow, so please share, subscribe, comment, like, and let me know what you're interested in seeing in the future. I'll also be restarting the laminate Kukri that's laminated with 15N20 on the outside and 1080 carbon center later on to fix the mistake that I made on the first one, which was, as I said in the video, purely my fault because I did not clean the metal properly before I started trying to do the laminate. We're getting the fuller in there. Keeping it relatively straight. Got a little bit in here I got to straighten out. Getting that in just a few. Pretty heat. Much better. A little bit of twist in there. Over here. Knock it down where it's hot. And rotate it just a little bit. And we'll heat up in here. Finish getting that twist out. Right now all I'm doing is straightening it back up. Getting twist and all out of it. And keeping it as straight as possible. Alright, I'm going to heat right in here so I can get this up curve out of it where it bows right here. But there's a look at the fullers. Like I said, not real deep. Built my forge and all, I was actually using a hair dryer for the airflow and stuff. And then later on, I was actually able to find an old hand crank blower from one of the guys at the forge group that I belong to. And then now I actually have a double squirrel cage blower, a small one, in the back that feeds in through some duct work. I'll be putting a variable speed control on that later on so I can adjust the flow of the air. And then I'll be able to maintain and manage the fire better that way, instead of it either being all or nothing. Just straightening out a little bit. It's right in here. Now to heat this up and get it straight with the tang. Now that, you need to try to keep that lower part of that tang as cool as possible so that I can still use the glove to hold it. If not, then I'll have to move to a pair of tongs. Recommend anybody that's going to be in a forge and all, you know, as far as gloves and stuff, actually getting a glove that's rated to handle heat versus just a plain leather glove, because your plain leather gloves, you grab hold of a hot piece of metal with that and they're going to heat up real fast and they're going to hold that heat to your skin. It's also good to have it to where you can actually shake the glove off without having to fight it. even if you're wearing something like these structure fire gloves. I've seen guys use welding gloves. I would not recommend these. I use these when I'm grinding and stuff like that and all. Don't wear gloves when you're using a drill press. But as far as when you're wearing gloves working with a drill press, that drill bit catches your glove or anything like that, it wraps your hand up in, and that's not a good thing. But there we go. Nice, straight. Got my fullers roughed in. I'm pleased. Go ahead and rake my coals out so I'm not burning those up while I move on to some of the other stuff. I'm going to let that cool down, and then I'll finish working on the fullers and record more of that then. See you in a little bit. Oh, there we go. Rough and cleaned up the fuller and the bevels. I'm going to get ready for the hardening, clean it up, and then move to tempering. Not too bad. Sorry about not catching the cleanup on video. Battery died, had to wait for it to charge. Appreciate it. Appreciate all y'all that watch videos. If y'all would click like if you liked what you saw, and if not, shoot me a message and let me know how to improve, make better content. Alright, I appreciate it, and share and get others to subscribe if you would, please. Check out my website, fierypitforge.com, and you can find me on Facebook at Fiery Pit Forge. Y'all have a blessed day.